Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to another MLM Top Fails video where I react to the posts of the week, although they're really not collected from this week, from stuff MLMers will post. I will give my 2 cents, I will comment on these, and this time it is another alphabet edition, I to K. I'm going to talk about 2 MLMs today, and we're not even going to cover the letter J. But there's a lot of content, a lot to talk about, and this is, another alphabet edition. I don't want to neglect these, so I'm going to continue with those to go through MLMs that start with that letter that I personally don't have a lot of videos on, and I didn't really check them out. I always like those videos a lot myself because it does challenge me to take a look at multi-level marketing companies I typically wouldn't have taken a look at. So I'm really excited about these. One of you also recommended the K MLM, so I'm really excited to take a look at these multi-level marketing companies today. Also, a big thank you from my end to everybody who has subscribed to this channel, who is watching the content regularly, who's giving me suggestions about what videos to do next. I really appreciate it. We just hit 1,000 followers not too long ago. Really excited about that. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed, who watches the videos, who engages in the comment section. I really appreciate it. It's really exciting to see the growth of this channel within a year of me posting. Never expected this, and I'm really grateful for your support. So let's get into this MLM Top Fails video. I hope you like this one as well. We're talking about I first, naturally, Isagenix, the one that starts with an I. It's a multi-level marketing company that was founded in 2002 in the United States, and the company sells dietary supplements and personal care products. I specifically have seen from this company their weight loss systems that were promoted by Isagenix.
Okay, so maybe you've seen some before and after images of people who have had awesome results using Isagenix. There are a lot of them. Or maybe something really got your attention. Maybe you're seeing yourself in some of these photos, looking to shed a few pounds or make a lifestyle change, and now you want to hear more. Great, that's what I'm here for, the more part. If I was you, I'd be asking all kinds of questions. Like, do Isagenix weight loss systems really work? Which is a great one to start with because the answer is yes. They totally work. Our weight loss systems help burn fat, fight cravings, improve overall nutrition, and sleep. But you don't have to take my word for it. There are tons of clinical studies that prove Isagenix works. In fact, the University of Illinois at Chicago published a study that found that after 8 weeks of following our weight loss program, people lost 56% more weight compared to eating a heart-healthy diet, and 2 times as much visceral fat loss. And if you don't speak medical, that's the fat around your abdomen, which can be the toughest fat to lose. And that's just one study. I could go on and on about studies published by Arizona State, University of Pittsburgh, and Skidmore College about how people lost more body fat, improved cardiovascular health markers. So does this plan work? Yes. But now you're probably asking, how does the system work? Again, another great question. And I'll answer that question by asking this one. We all do different things to feel better, right? Well, we built our weight loss system on these 3 pillars. Our first pillar is our superfood Isagenix shake. These are super nutrient-dense meals that help you feel fuller longer. They're packed with protein from happy grass-fed New Zealand cows, or for our plant-based people, happy fava beans, mung beans, and peas to help you maintain healthy weight and build lean muscle. You will love how they taste if you're one of those people who like super tasty things. Our second pillar is adaptogens. If you ask Mother Nature, hey, got anything to help with stress? She'd pour you a glass of our Ionic Supreme or crack open a bottle of our adaptogen elixir. These help your body adapt to stress. See what we did there? Adaptogens have a ton of hard-to-pronounce good stuff that naturally fight stress. We're talking like ashwagandha, eleuthero root, rhodiola, and more. These may be hard to say for your mouth, but the rest of your body is gonna love them. Finally is our Cleanse for Life detox support. With our weight loss system, you will practice intermittent fasting, which is great for your body. And on these cleanse days, Cleanse for Life gives your body super plant botanicals to, well, cleanse it. This gentle detoxification supports your body in removing toxins with things like aloe vera, peppermint, adaptogens, and berries. Okay, so I answered 2 big questions. Now it's my turn. What are you waiting for? With the Isagenix weight loss systems, you're going to feel better, look better, sleep better, be better. That's a whole lot of better we've crammed into easy-to-follow systems. There. If you still have questions you want answered, we can send you so much more information. All you have to do is ask.
This was a video that was posted by Isagenix on their YouTube channel about their 30-day weight management system. And according to them, it works. But let's ask a lot of questions, because I'm not surprised that somebody who tries to sell us this stuff also says that it works. It totally does, and it's not a scam at all. This promotional video about their weight loss systems already raises a lot of questions, and it also shows a lot of red flags that are popping up in my head. Now, I want to be very clear about one thing. I'm going to watch this and I'm going to comment on this from the red flags that were raised in my very own personal, non-professional head, because I am in no way, shape, or form a medical expert or a chemist or a dietitian or a workout specialist of sorts. So I'm going to comment on this from what I believe sounds really weird, from the things I know, from the things I know from my very own professional doctor who is looking after me and is doing a really, really good job at this. So I will comment on this from my personal perspective. I'm not a professional. If you want any further feedback, I would encourage you to do your own research and to look up people's opinions about those programs from their perspective. My perspective is from someone who's critical about multi-level marketing companies and also about those programs, and my personal non-professional opinion on this. There are a lot of health claims we hear many, many times, and my eyes are rolling so far back. I can actually see the back of my head. That's how far they're rolled in there. From my very subjective view, like I said, visceral fat loss. That is something that seems to be very trendy in multi-level marketing companies. They do promote that a lot of the times. So the belly fat, that is allegedly the horrible one that will make you pass away earlier, or the one that is really, really dangerous, and also the one that you cannot get rid of easily. Here's the kicker though, you will not be able to get rid of it if you drink a weight loss shake or something that Isagenix offers, in my opinion. It is about losing body fat overall, and some people simply have more belly fat. It is what it is. So you drinking a shake will not shrink fat, and it will also not shrink your visceral fat. In this case, they were promoting their Isagenix shake, a superfood shake, which is another phrase where I always have to roll my eyes. Superfood, natural products, that's how they always promote their stuff, or also a lot of unethical companies, in my opinion, promote their supplements, because that's what we're talking about. A superfood in the end is a highly processed supplement with certain nutrients that you can also find in your regular diet. But that's just my opinion. We're talking about adaptogens that are also in their product, so you can find stress, the detox support that these companies always claim, or the product that help you to detoxify your system. You do not need to take supplements to help you with detoxing your body. If you have a healthy body, your organs will do that for you. And I don't know what kind of toxins they're always talking about that needs to be removed from your body, but if you have issues with your digestive system, then please go and seek professional help, and not an Isagenix person that will tell you how amazing their products are. Very likely, please seek professional help. And if you think that you have toxins in your body, then please go to the hospital right away, to the emergency room, and don't drink weird shakes from an MLM, or think that you can cure yourself with weird shakes. Another claim is that everything is always all natural, but let's not forget that these products are highly processed, industrialized supplements. Maybe it's just me, but why would I want to consume crushed berries in the form of a superfood by a multi-level marketing company when I could just eat a handful of berries? And these are some of the systems that they promote. For example, you can look them up on the Isagenix website, and they're rather pricey. Not much of a surprise when we take a look at those systems, and when we take a look at multi-level marketing products, they're really pricey. You have one for $329, $393, up to $1,076. That is the ultimate weight loss pack with a lot of the products that were promoted in this video. The bedtime belly buster bundle, I mean, the names are already horrific, for $100 and the Healthy Lifestyle Pack for $162. Those are typically packs for 30 days. So you can do the math. These are really, really pricey systems for a handful of shakes and adaptogens and products that allegedly help you to detoxify your body. Why this stood out to me and why I found this specifically interesting is that Isagenix claims that this is a system that is proven to work because they have studies that prove that their systems work. People that are on the Isagenix systems, they lose more fat and they lose more body weight than those who are not taking the products. And this has been proven, among others, by the University of Illinois at Chicago. So let's take a look at the study that proves to us that these products work so well. Let's take a look at the study from the University of Chicago. I will link the full study down below if you want to take a look at that yourself. You can just also Google it, University of Chicago, Illinois, Isagenix. But this is an overview over what happened. Before I go a little bit more in detail into this study, I would like to point out that this study is not an independent study, but it was financed by Isagenix, which is always interesting to see because it's not an independent third-party study. The study was financed and this research was funded by Isagenix. There is always a certain bias of the person that finances the research for that to go into a certain direction. Let's just keep this in mind. This is not an independent third-party study. While this is a study that was connected to the University of Illinois of Chicago, this is not independent. Isagenix has their hands in this baby, just to be very clear. The significance of this research is clearly recognized by the authors of the study, who note that the superior results were obtained by subjects consuming Isagenix products as part of the diet program, as contrasted with a well-recognized heart healthy diet plan. The study was the first to examine the combination of both shake days and cleanse days as a novel protocol on cardiovascular risk factors. Isagenix funded the research as part of its partnership with the UIC to study calorie restriction on shake days and intermittent fasting on cleanse days as a weight management tool for reducing body weight, body fat, and visceral fat. The Isagenix system demonstrated superior results across key measured parameters. Our main finding was that weight loss was actually greater in the Isagenix group. The subjects on Isagenix lost 3 pounds more on average than the subjects on the heart-healthy diet, said the study author Krista Verity, PhD and Assistant Professor of Nutrition at UIC's College of Applied Science. The study found that the subjects on the Isagenix system had an average of 56% greater reduction in body weight, 47% greater reduction of body fat, and more than twice the reduction of visceral fat as compared to subjects on the heart-healthy diet. Visceral fat, or intra-abdominal fat, because of its proximity to internal organs, is linked to several cardiovascular risk factors. As expected, the greater weight and visceral fat loss equated to a greater disease in certain cardiovascular risk factors, especially cholesterol levels, inflammatory markers, and oxidative stress, Dr. Verity said. I would argue there's already a certain bias because the study wouldn't have happened without Isagenix. Let's keep that in mind. If you are a medical professional or if you are knowledgeable in these types of research, then please feel free to chime in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. I will do, like I said, approach this from a potential customer side who is not a medical professional and who is not a research specialist when it comes to supplements and to these types of studies. This was a 10-week study with 2 diet groups. The first group was the Isagenix group, the liquid group, it sounds yummy, and one the food group. Now, who participated in this study in those 2 groups, the liquid group and or the food group? Those were obese women who were recruited from the Chicago area by means of advertisements placed on and around the University of Illinois campus. 77 individuals responded to the advertisements and 60 were deemed eligible to participate after the preliminary questionnaire, body mass index, and waist circumference assessment. The key inclusion criteria were as follows: female, age 35 to 64, BMI between 30 and 39, waist circumference 88 centimeters, weight stable for 3 months prior to the beginning of the study, non-diabetic, no history of cardiovascular disease, no history of cancer, non-smoker, not taking weight loss, lipid lowering or glucose lowering medications. So it is primarily a group of women from the ages of 35 to 60 with a BMI of 30 and higher and a certain waist measurement that was deemed appropriate here. The trial was split up into two phases. The first was a 2-week maintenance period, and the second one was an 8-week weight loss group. The results of the study were that 60 subjects commenced the study. There were no differences between groups for age, ethnicity, or BMI. And in the overview, the results state that there were greater decreases in body weight and in waist circumference were noted in the liquid group than in the food group. Similar reductions were demonstrated in the liquid and in the food group. Reductions in total in cholesterol levels were greater in the liquid group than in the food group. And the overall conclusion says that the findings suggest that IFCR with a liquid diet favorably modulates visceral fat, and this word, in a way that may confer protection against CHD. In the food group, the calorie restrictions were 1,080 calories, and in the Isagenix group, they had similar restrictions, but they consumed primarily the liquid diet with the Isagenix products. And in the Isagenix group, the people lost 3 pounds more on average than in the food group. Once again, let's not forget that this is a study that was financed by Isagenix, and there are different claims that the liquid group, it wasn't specified that Isagenix products were doing that. They might be helpful when it comes to visceral fat and also to your cholesterol, but also that this group lost on average 3 pounds more than the food group. Now, let's not forget that this was a trial for a couple of weeks, and the people were in a maintenance group for 2 weeks, or in a maintenance phase for 2 weeks, and then in the other phase they had an 8-week weight loss group where they were severely reducing their caloric intake in the day. So 1,080 calories in either group, that will result in people who were overweight before to lose body weight. There is no specific information if the people that were in the liquid, so in the Isagenix group, if they received any special instructions other than the people in the food group or the other way around, but it looks like most people who were in the study, they lost weight, which is to be expected. If you have a caloric deficit, you move your body regularly, you will lose weight. What is not mentioned here is the long-term maintenance. If the people that were in the liquid group, if they gained that weight back compared to the people who were in the food group, who learned certain healthy habits, how to create a full meal, how to include different types of foods into their diet, and how to cook a proper meal, because that is, in my opinion, the more interesting part of this study. I would say if you are on a predominantly liquid diet with 1,080 calories a day, you will at some point have to go back to a normal diet and have to include food into your diet. And the group that already did that in combination with a dietitian, they were very likely able to maintain their weight a lot better while upping the amount of calories maybe throughout the day as well, while still being in a caloric deficit. But that is something that I would have found more interesting, because like I said, there was a caloric deficit, so it is very likely that people will lose weight, especially if they're overweight or if they're obese before. So what are the long-term effects? If you have a certain diet, if you include certain products in your life, and then you completely cut them out because you don't want to purchase Isagenix products or because you don't want to support an MLM, it is very likely that you will bounce back quickly and that you will very likely binge in weight. So you might even gain weight afterwards. But I found that rather interesting because it is at this point typical that a lot of MLMs will try to give their products and also their system a certain legitimacy. Now, this is a study that does exist. I will link it down below. It is not made up. There's a lot of information missing, and yeah, it is funded by Isagenix. And Isagenix is, of course, also using now this study and other studies to promote their products. I would personally say, let's not fall for this crap where we have to feed our bodies on a predominantly liquid diet and include rather pricey products that already raise a lot of red flags. If somebody or a company tells you that these are great products you should use to detoxify your body, then please run the other way. If something is considered a superfood, just eat regular food to get all of the nutrients into your everyday. Putting a powder in a shake or into some sort of liquid is not as enticing to me as eating the real food. And this super Isagenix weight loss powder, whatever you want to call it, in the end is an overhyped protein powder, the way we have seen with a lot of other multi-level marketing companies. I don't know about you, but I personally prefer to eat my food. I'm of the opinion as long as I have teeth, I want to use them and I want to be able to chew my food. And when I'm older and when I maybe not be able to do that anymore, then I can also drink my food. But today, I would like to chew my food. I prefer that over a liquid diet, and I also prefer that over MLM products, in this case, isogenic products with their weight loss systems. The study suggests that you can lose weight if you use Isagenix products, and I did like a quiz or like a questionnaire on their website, what they would advise me to use. And you might be surprised, maybe you're also not surprised, but the weight loss value pack was the one that was promoted to me, what I should use if I want to feed myself better, for a whopping $616 for a bunch of powders and capsules and tablets and products, in my opinion, nobody needs. And this is the weight loss value pack that is suggested as a subscription for $616, but it could get more pricey if you don't want this on an auto shipment. They're promoting this as you're more than a number, so what's your weight win? Miles run, pounds down, years added, nothing feels as good as setting a goal and making it happen. Here's your helping hand. This is a fucking pricey helping hand, and not one I would want. A consistent routine and a proven method are the key to epic weight wins. You get both in your most popular weight loss pack. This pack includes the body transformation system with shakes and snacks and detox and all. The complete essentials with vitamin packs. The Isagenix shake is supposed to be a supplement for a meal throughout the day, not something I would want. I don't need any whey thins or any snack bites. If I want a snack, I will just grab a snack I like. I'm not a fan of greens either, to put that stuff into your smoothie. If I want greens, I just eat greens. That is my personal stance on this. $616 for what is considered a value pack, and you saw that you can get even pricier products. That is not really something that is appealing to me, least of all because it is shielded by a multi-level marketing company that has funded a study that of course will speak very favorably of the Isagenix products. So it's a no for me. Weight loss value pack, it's a no for me, Isagenix, and it's a no for me for taking in a lot of supplements when I could just watch out for the type of food and the amount of food that I put into my body. And if I want to treat myself with a cookie or with Pringles or with Haribo or licorice in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to do that. And in that case, I would rather spend the $600 on actual food and not on overpriced supplements, especially in this day and age where food has become really, really pricey as well. The Isagenix study will be linked down below if you want to take a look and weigh in yourself. I know, low-hanging fruits. I'm the Lord Master, the Lady Mistress of low-hanging fruits. But if you want to take a look at this study, then please go ahead. It will be linked down below. And if you've done your own research on Isagenix and on the weight loss programs, I would love to hear your opinion about this as well. Let's take a look at Kyani. That is a multi-level marketing company that is an Amari company, and it is also best known as a blueberry company. Someone in the comment section pointed this one out to me. I'm very, very happy you did, because it's really, yeah, there's a lot of cringe happening there, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the Triangle of Health testimonial. That seems to be totally legitimate to me. And the Triangle of Health is pretty much a triangle of 3 supplements that you can buy from Kyani. And this is a person I will very likely blur out because I do not know if this individual actually understands what they're doing there, and if they were able to actually consent to their testimonial. So just to be safe and just to be sure, I will very likely blur this person's face out. But it is a Kyani Han who has approached somebody, apparently a random individual, at an airport and is asking them about their experience with Kyani.
I just met this amazing gentleman at the airport. Tell us your story of the Triangle of Health.
5, 6, 7 years ago, my sister told me about it. I did some research, got on it. As time went by, we were in Disneyland, and I asked my wife, did you notice anything different? She says, no. And I said, I'm not in the wheelchair. It helped so much because I've got Osgood-Schletter's disease, my knees, 2 ruptured discs, herniated, a lot of pain. And
You've been an athlete your whole life.
I've been an athlete my whole life, basically.
Yes.
Playing, running,
taking
jumping.
Care of yourself, but your body has...
Yeah, and it hurt terribly bad. Kyani, I guess the triangle, nitric oxide, the sunrise, sunset, all of it. I take it every day. I've spent a fortune on doctors, and I kind of gave up. And then I found this. It's been tremendous.
And what do you notice?
Well, I don't notice the pain. That's the thing, is that my knees don't hurt. I still have a little problem with my foot. It hasn't fixed everything,
of course,
but it's tremendous.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give it up.
Love it. We love amazing customers. Thank you so much for your loyalty.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care.
So this is a totally legitimate testimonial about a gentleman who was approached at an airport to talk about the Triangle of Health and his experience with Kyani products. As somebody who has worked in the media industry for over 2 decades now, this didn't seem staged at all. Totally legitimate, everyday reality show from a totally legitimate testimonial. Now, I wasn't part of that. I do not know these people personally, but does that sound legitimate to you? Me just spending a day, a week, a year at an airport, approaching every other person there and asking them if they have an experience with the MLM. Yeah, very likely not. The Triangle of Health, according to this testimonial, healed a man's knee to the degree that he was able to walk through Disneyland and he was able to get rid of his wheelchair. Yeah. And he was there with a family member, and the family member didn't even recognize that something was different. Oh, you're walking. Okay, so it sounds like he was healed, like Jesus would have been able to heal people. He was able to get rid of the wheelchair, and his knees, because he was an athlete and because he had issues there, they're a lot better now. He still has issues with his foot, but the Kyani products from the Triangle of Health allowed him to walk again with less pain and help with his knees. Not his niece, with his knees. Yeah, those are the types of health claims that we stumble across, in this case with Kyani. And this is the miraculous Ladybug Triangle of Health pack. Triangle of Health pack features Kyani Sunrise, Kyani Sunset, and Kyani Nitro Extreme, or Kyani Nitro FX. Together, the products work synergistically to provide you with unmatched nutrition for optimal health. And apparently they can also make you walk again. They can fix your knees. You don't need a wheelchair anymore. You might have seen people on social media post about this little blue sachet. This is the Kyani Sunrise. Lots of distributors are really excited about these products. Fire emoji. I've been back on my favorite products that I rave about. Sunrise. My skin has been clearing up. My energy has been boosted and my body is overall feeling great. It's a comprehensive nutrition and antioxidant powerhouse taken in the morning to provide maximum bioavailability. Sunrise will help you experience the benefits of sunrise. Lots of fire emojis for sure. Features wild Alaskan blueberry 5 times more potent than cultivated blueberries. Provides 22 superfoods in 1 serving. Includes 10 water-soluble vitamins for quick dissolution. Contains 74 minerals to support the body. Enables healthy stress management. Encourages healthy digestion. Is that the reason we have all of those fire emojis there? Then that's maybe not healthy. Poop spritz. Careful. Maintains heart health, maintains healthy blood sugar level, maintains healthy joint flexibility. Boosts energy and supports brain function, supports cellular health and immune system effectiveness. You get 30 sachets in each pack and you take once per day in the morning. Super epic. Link is in my stories and bio if you want to grab a box for you. And if you're surprised why this person, for example, has Amari Global in the hashtags and has also tagged the brand, it is because Kyani is an Amari Global, the mental wellness company brand. Yeah, I'm not surprised about this anymore, but that's what we're talking about here. So Kyani's Sunrise, according to this person's post, is there to help people with their overall health and wellness. To what this person posts, it sounds very much to me that it's just a vitamin and mineral mix, and they're having crushed up Alaskan blueberries. Nothing wrong with that, but I personally, once again, would rather eat the blueberries. If you have access to Alaskan blueberries, then eat those instead of the cultivated ones. But no, we're going to show a lot of products that are based on blueberries. In addition to the Sunrise, you also get the Kyani Nitro and the Kyani Sunset. And this is really the epitome of health according to Kyani. The Kyani Sunrise is a neutral power of 22 antioxidant superfoods, including wild blueberries selected for the unique vitamins and minerals they provide. So it sounds like vitamin and mineral complex to me. So far, I haven't heard anything from Kyani themselves claiming that people's knees who are affected, they're now able to walk. But maybe there's more to come that supports this totally legitimate testimonial we have seen so far. Then the Kyani Nitro is the true key to realizing the full value of the triangle of health. It contains extract from the noni fruit, which supports the production of nitric oxide, one of the most important signaling molecules in the body. It promotes healthy circulation and supports the absorption of nutrients from sunrise and sunset, as well as the healthy foods in our diet. The Sunrise sounds like a concoction of minerals and of vitamins that are, of course, not necessarily bad for you. Based on the wild Alaskan blueberries, then you have the Nitro, which is supposed to help for the nutrients that you consume throughout your day, but also via the sunrise so that they're absorbed better into the body. And then you also have the Kyani Sunset, which is a proprietary combination of nutrients that we lack most in our diets. More vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, more vitamins. Okay, so these are pretty much vitamins and minerals that you're supposed to take in the morning and at night. And then you have the Nitro, which is supposed to help you to absorb those minerals and those nutrients better. And this is the more extended version that we can see on Kyani's website when it comes to Sunrise, Sunset, and to the Nitro Extreme. In the morning, you're supposed to take the Kyani Sunshine together with Kyani Nitro, and then 4 to 5 hours later, your next serving of Nitro delivers another energy and absorption boost. And then in the evening, you're supposed to take, before bedtime, the Kyani Nitro once more, followed by the Kyani Sunset. These are the supplement facts I will show you. This is for the Sunrise. It's a mixture of vitamins and minerals. Then we have the Kyani Sunset, same story, lots of vitamins. This is for the Nitro Extreme. Okay. The Triangle of Health is a concoction of vitamins and of minerals that you're supposed to take throughout the day. Product specific for the morning, one specific for the night, and then you have a product that is supposed to help with the absorption that you have to take throughout the day for hundreds of bucks. I mean, if you subscribe to this as a subscription service, you get it in a single portion for $147 or more if it's just a one-time purchase. That is pricey for minerals and for vitamins. And then we have people who claim that this is really something that helped you to walk again because it helped with your knees, with your overall mobility, it helped with your skin, it helped with your mood, you had a boost of energy. Here's my question though. Even if all of those claims are real, even if all of those claims are true, why not eat real blueberries? Blueberries are not bad for your vitamin and mineral take-in, and they might help with your mood boost, and they might help with your agility as well as part of a regular and normal diet. Why do we have to consume something, the power of the blueberry, in a very highly supplemented and highly industrialized form as the Kyani supplements, when we could just eat the real food and when we could just eat real veggies. If the power of the blueberry, or in this case specifically the Alaskan blueberry, is so valuable, why not eat the real blueberry from Alaska? For $163 or 140 something bucks, I could get a lot of Alaskan blueberries, even in Berlin, even if I get them shipped regularly. Does that make any sense? No, because I do like frozen berries, a berry mix, not just blueberries. But if this is really the power of the berry, why not eat the berry? Oh, okay, because Kyani is not selling the actual blueberries, but is selling them in a shredded up, powdered way, and is pretty much building their entire system of nutrients and of supplements that they offer around this blueberry. It's a sales pitch, and once again, one that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Real food is very comforting, and real food is really, really enjoyable to eat it, because there's also a certain taste to it that I personally prefer over supplements. And also, this sounds really, really pricey. So you could feed your body in a less pricey way, and it can be way more enjoyable. And in addition to that, if you just eat the real food, there are also no added sugars or sweeteners, as we have seen in the ingredients list with these products. So if you want to avoid these, or if you want to be careful about that, I would say maybe stay away from those supplements, because there are additives you could avoid if you just had the real food instead of the supplement. Most healthy human beings do not need such an overflow of pricey supplements. Most people are able to feed themselves also with the nutritional value that they need throughout the day without supplements. And if some people might benefit from that, then you can also get those without the connection to a multi-level marketing company. And if people are severely lacking certain nutrients in their body, or they're having certain physical disadvantages, then please go once again and seek professional help from an actual physician, and not a Kyani-han who's trying to sell you a $150 product pack that will last you for about a month. That is super, super pricey. Most people don't need that stuff. And Kyani themselves, they also do not claim that you can walk again when you take Kyani products. Weird, isn't it? I mean, if that would be their selling point, and if Kyani products prove to do that, don't you think that the company would have that on their website? Yeah, they don't, because it's yet again very superficial testimonial that you cannot do, that you cannot make. It also looked very fake to me. I do not think that you will run through an airport and then just miraculously have around 100 people around you, and that one person that you talk to, where you have your camera out, where you have your phone out, that is the person that has been taking these products. The products were able to make them walk again. I call BS on that, and that is just stupid. Please don't fall for this crap. And besides that, just a minor thing, you cannot make those claims. If you are a distributor in a multi-level marketing company, you're independently contracted. That is why the company is not liable for your actions, or at least not for the full action that you take. There might be certain differences if we hear and see a lot of distributors make certain claims that are not substantiated by the product themselves, because like I said, these are supplements. These are not knee surgery or knee supportive products that are proven to do something for people with knee issues. These are supplements, and on Kyani's website, they don't even claim that the products do what distributors do. So unless a lot of distributors mess up, this reaches the local government or the local institutions that are responsible for looking after those claims, most people will get away with those ridiculous claims, although they cannot make these. And if you are really a fan of the sunrise from Kyani, as the distributor said in the post with a little blueberry sunrise sachet, then you can also just eat the frickin' blueberries. They're yummy, they're berries, your teeth have something to chew. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of my teeth actually doing their work. And you can also avoid the additional sugar and the additional sweetener that these products contain. That would also not be bad, in my opinion. What's wrong with the actual food? Nothing. This was a very supplement-heavy video, and this was also on accident, but this is what I've seen primarily and what has been pointed out to me primarily when it comes to Isagenix and also when it comes to Kyani. And since they're wellness companies and they're health and wellness companies, they will push a lot of those supplements that, in my opinion, are completely unnecessary. But I found it interesting to take a look at these. Take everything that you see on social media from multi-level marketing companies and also from distributors with a grain of salt. Isagenix, in my opinion, goes the more legitimate route by providing studies that is supposed to give the supplements more legitimacy. But in the end, these are studies that are funded by the company themselves. That is something we need to take into consideration. And then it also didn't show us the long-term effect of those studies. I would argue that the Isagenix group that primarily consumed liquid food for the weight loss phase is very likely also the group that binged afterwards that might have gained the weight back because they didn't learn how to make a full meal, how to make a full plate, whereas the other group did. So I would be more interested in the long-term results, but they're trying to go the more legitimate route when in reality they're just trying to sell us overpriced weight loss packages. In my case, it would have been the $616 one on subscription, and they might have lasted me for about a month or for 2 months. That is absolutely ridiculous. And Kyani is going the route of the power of blueberry. What I find especially concerning with Kyani is that they're a part of Amari. Besides the fact that both are multi-level marketing companies, Amari is supposed to be the mental wellness company, and Kyani is the one that focuses more on the body. And they're doing that via the power of the blueberry. Nothing wrong with food, nothing wrong with blueberries, nothing wrong with the Alaskan blueberry. Just eat the real food. And then we can avoid all of this buffoonery. In the end, what this is, these are ridiculously overpriced supplements. And many, many times distributors will post and make claims about products that they cannot make. Kyani, I'm putting it out there, Kyani's triangle of health will not help you to leave your wheelchair and you can suddenly and miraculously walk again. That is not a thing, and distributors cannot say this. It is not proven by any studies, and if it were, I would argue that Kyani probably would heavily promote that on their very own website. So let's not fall for this crap. And let's take these posts and these videos at what they are, as promotional videos to promote really overpriced multi-level marketing supplements. If you have multi-level marketing companies or products or posts you would like for me to include in MLM Top Fails, maybe specifically for the alphabet version, then you can either leave information down in the comments or you can also message me on Instagram if you want to be kept anonymously. You can send me a DM, or if you have content you would like for me to react to in this series, you can also always upload that to your Google Drive and then give me access. My email is linked down below. It is cdbeautyhunter@yahoo.de. I'm happy to take a look at that and I'm happy to include that in future videos. Or if you have something you would like for me to react in general for MLM Top Fails that are not connected to the alphabet version or just to videos in general, I always appreciate your feedback. I always appreciate your input and also people who have sent me content or suggestions to react to. That is really helpful, and it also broadens my view on multi-level marketing companies and on content to react to. If you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, give it a thumbs up. If there's something you would like to let me know, then please feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!